Drishtaram Pashya Sitaram. You are the one witness. One witness here. That one word is very important. You are the one witness of everything, and you are always completely free. The cause of bondage is that you see yourself, the witness, as something else. The cause of bondage is that you see yourself, the witness, as something else. So I'll explain this step by step. First we will look at the first word, eko, one witness. There is just one drishta. So it's a Sanskrit word. Please make notes. See if I have it written. Drishta, witness. That is the word. So I'll keep saying drishta. You should know I'm talking about the witness, the first word. We haven't gone to the other two yet. First, let me explain what Ashtavakra is saying here. He's saying there is just one witness. There are not many individual Advaitin witnesses. Yeah? I, the beginner of Advaita Vedanta, recognize I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, then I think, oh, I am a witness of this body-mind. So I am an individual witness. Yes, this is the understanding of the beginner Advaitin. So right here in chapter 1, Ashtavakra is saying, no, eko, not a zillion individual witnesses, one witness. Just like the space in Germany is not separate from the space in US, is not separate from the space in India. You cannot divide it. Similarly, this space of awareness cannot be divided. I can create a border between two countries and say this border separates Germany and France. But it is a mind-made border. It cannot divide space. It cannot divide, even though I say the space above Germany is German airspace and the space above France is the France airspace. Still, this is a mind-made thing. I cannot physically divide space. I cannot put a border around space. Is this becoming clear? Yes? The space of awareness in which the waking state arises and passes away, in which the dream state arises and passes away. This space of awareness, which is actually nothingness, it's my experience, when I get there, I cannot divide nothingness and say, this nothing is me. I cannot put a border around the nothing and say, this little nothing is me and this little nothing lying in bed is my husband. No. I cannot do that. That's not my direct experience. Do you see this? Eko. Eko drishta. See, there is one drishta. One witnessing awareness, one space of consciousness, which is the drishta, the witness. Super clear? The first word is super clear. How do I see it in my experience? No other way other than Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. No other way. Yeah? So, stepwise we have discussed it already. Quickly for this verse, I will repeat it again. Every night before I go to bed, I remind myself, I, the witnessing space, do not sleep. Space cannot sleep. Space cannot lie down and go to bed. I, the witnessing space, know that the body-mind is now lying down in bed. Now it is turning right, now it is turning left, now it closed its eyes, now it opened its eyes. It's bothered by a thought, it's bothered by some feeling. Yeah? Recognize, I, the space of awareness, am unaffected by this drama. Then slowly witness all the bodily functions like the heartbeat slowing down, the breathing slowing down, yes? The sensations in the body relaxing more and more. Your body stops moving right, left. It was doing that before, it stops doing that. And suddenly, there is no sensation of the body. It's just gone, woof. Where did it go? It gets sucked back into the nothingness. And because I am nothingness, I see that. I recognize that absolute disappearance. So just like I recognize the appearance, I also recognize the disappearance. Yeah. The sensations are gone. Now I come to step number 2. I witness the passing away completely of the waking state. Not just sight, sound, smell, taste, touch are gone. Sensations are gone. Thoughts related to that waking state are gone. The sequential, logical way that I was thinking just before closing my eyes has suddenly gone. No logic. Completely shut off. Yeah? You recognize the passing away of the waking state. And there is nothingness. In that nothingness itself, the dream state appears. I recognize a dream coming up. Some of us are visual people, so we see dreams in images. Some of us are verbal people, so we see dreams in words and thoughts. Yeah, depends what is your inclination. That kind of dream appears. I, the witnessing awareness, I, the one who saw waking state disappear into nothingness, I recognize it. I recognize the dream state reappear or appear in that same nothingness. Yes, that's when I recognize the meaning of awareness is aware. Yeah, because I'm aware of the waking state that was playing so long and it has disappeared. I, the nothingness, I, the awareness, I, the space of consciousness, am aware. I am the one that knows. I now know the dream state that has appeared. So now I'm witnessing the arising of the dream state, haphazard thoughts, haphazard incoherent images, completely no logic there. And there is a clear recognition that there is a dream character that is experiencing these dream images. Yeah? Despite the absence of physical eyes, I can see in the dream. Despite the absence of physical ears, I can hear in the dream. Yeah? Sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, all are there in dream. I do not need the physical senses to see, hear, taste, touch and smell. My own direct experience. I can see this. There is the presence of earth, water, fire, ether, air in the dream state. Slowly, this dream also starts fading away. And then I come to step number 4. There is the witnessing of the passing away of the dream even. No dream objects, no dream world, nothing. Everything just sucked back into the black hole of nothingness. And I see see this happening, I know this happening, means I am aware of myself. I, the nothingness, am aware of me, the nothingness. Yeah? This is a very important step. That's when you recognize I am separate from that I thought. Because now another dream is going to come up. You never see one dream. You have a sequence. Another dream comes up in some time. Yeah? How does it come up? There's an I thought. That I thought assumes to be a dream character. And then there is a dream world created. A dream scene created. You notice the arising of the I thought. You notice the dissolving of the I thought. Yes. Finally, a few dreams are gone. You recognize that you were witnessing now the fading away of all the dream states and the appearance of absolute nothingness, the absence of the waking and the dream. And that nothingness itself is equal to peace. Peace does not mean exhilaration, excitement. Peace is an absolute, quiet, straight line of equanimity. That is the quality of nothingness. Absolute equanimity. That is why you so confidently say in the morning, I slept so peacefully. Who knew the peace? Who is saying so confidently? I, the nothingness, know myself as peace. Clear? So now I am witnessing the nothingness. Then that also nothingness goes away. The end of the deep sleep state, I recognize again the reappearance of the I, and there is another dream state. 5 elements come up, 5 senses come up, the I attaches to them. There is thoughts, images, feelings, everything real in the dream state first. Then I see that dream state disappearing into nothingness, almost sucked into the black hole of nothingness. And then the last step I come to, I witness the transition into the waking state. The waking state comes up. Who saw all this? Eko, one drishta. Then how can I be the body-mind in the waking state only? If I were limited to this body-mind in this waking state, then who saw the dream and the deep sleep nothingness? Who saw? I was just going on belief. Till now I was running on belief, on deductive logic, on what science told me, and I was ignoring my own direct, intuitive experience. Now I see it. Then you have done justification to your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yes, so start practicing this today. Eko drishtasi, one drishta, one. Clear? This is the first step of Eko drishtasi. Now there is the next level of Eko drishtasi. Ashtavakra says, you are the one witness, one drishta of everything. Everything means not just the waking world, but also the dream world and the darkness of deep sleep. Which means you are free of the waking world, free of the dream world, and free of the darkness of deep sleep. You are completely free. This is only one aspect. Now there is a second higher level aspect. The higher level aspect can happen only after you see this experientially. The lower level aspect experientially in your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Now you come to the higher level aspect where you come to the waking state and you recognize, oh, I am this space of awareness in which there is this room. There's the scene of this room. The scenes keep changing just like scenes keep changing in a movie. I, the space of awareness, am constant, eko drishta. Which means there is no other. There is no other person, the husband, the wife, the child, the family member. They do not exist. Just like the hero, heroine, the other characters in the movie do not exist. Truth is only light. Yeah? So this is a higher level recognition of eko drishta. First you see it at the beginner level, which is of seeing I am the drishta of the waking, dreaming and deep sleep. That is the lowest level that Ashtavakra can go to. Do you see this? So, first you see, I am eko drishta of my waking state, dreaming state, deep sleep state. Then you will recognize, oh, that means I am the space of awareness in which these three arose. Aha! Now I walk, talk, do everything and recognize it's just happening on the screen, not in me. I am not this body mind that is talking. I am not this body mind that is sitting. I am not this body mind that is doing this or that action. I am the space in which this waking scene has appeared. And the scene keeps changing. There are no others. Eko drishta. Clear? I hope both the levels are clear of eko drishta, the beginner level and the advanced level. So the first line is clear. Eko drishtasi sarvasya. You are the one witness of everything. Mukta prayosi sarvada. You are completely free and always free. That part is clear. Now second line. Ayamev hite bandho drishtaram pashyasitaram. The cause of bondage is that you see this space of awareness, this witness. You see it as something else. So what do I see it as? I see it as either the drishya or the darshak. You can write down the two words and their meanings. I'll explain them to you. The cause of bondage is that you see the witness as something other than this or something else. The something else is very important in the sutra. What something else? Your problem is you forget that you are the space of awareness, number one. And number two, you assume to be this body mind. And until the time you carry this understanding that I am this body mind personality, I am bound to suffer. Suffering is not caused by an external entity because an external entity does not exist. An external world does not exist. There are no others. Yeah? So you see, you have to understand eko drishtasi, the first line, to understand the second line. There are no others. There is no external entity. So the only cause of my suffering is because I, the witness, forget that I'm the witnessing space and I identify as this body mind. So the cause for my suffering is my assumption. My manyata is the word. Manyata. I give you the example when you're watching a movie, a big IMAX screen, 3D movie, things coming at you, you forget you're sitting here. You become one with the movie. You start assuming that you are the hero, heroine. That causes suffering. Because nothing in the movie is in your control, but now you're assuming that it is in your control. Now you want the story to go your way, but can the story go your way? No. If you don't connect with this example of a movie, you might connect with the example of watching a cricket match, football match. Yeah? You want a particular team to win. And you're jumping and screaming on your couch as if you are on the field. You've forgotten you're sitting on the couch. You assume that you are experiencing the game. Listen carefully. You assume that you are experiencing the game. And you really feel the fear that the team will lose. You really feel the anger when you miss hitting the ball in cricket, or you become that. You experience all those feelings as if they're happening to you. Why? Because you're assuming you are the experiencer. Yeah? You are assuming that you are doing the action of playing over there on that field. But reality is you are not. This is exactly the same problem that has happened here. I assume to be this body mind. I assume that I am the doer, karta. And therefore, number 2, I assume I am the bhokta, the experiencer. Bhokta always comes after karta. My assumption is the problem. Why? Because I want to be in control, but I am not in control. I fake it that I am in control. See, such a big mansion, I created it. If I would not work 25 years of my life, I wouldn't have this multi-million-dollar home. Karta. Doership. Yeah? Do you see this? Assumption. In the moment of truth, when you sit down and you recognize, I didn't do anything. Things just kept falling into place, one after the other, and I built this multi-million-dollar mansion. I didn't even build it. I witnessed it being built. It happened. I did not do anything. Yeah? This is recognizing the truth and then holding on to the truth. I stop faking myself. I stop lying to myself. For example, I am not teaching. That's why I refused the tag of a teacher. Nope. For the world, for the waking world purposes, some tag was required. Okay, mentor. You put that mentor. I do not teach. I cannot teach. I cannot. I simply know that this teaching is happening. That's it. So let's do a deeper dive. Deeper dive now. What is my problem? Why do I fake? Why do I lie to myself that I did this or I am experiencing this? So this has been explained very beautifully in the Vedantan text. I'll do my best to bring out the 2 Sanskrit words in English properly. You either see yourself as the drishya or you see yourself as the darshak. Drishya is the seen. Darshak is the spectator. These are two habit patterns of the ego. So let's understand what they are. Please remember, both Drishya and Darshak are objects. They are not the subject. Who is the subject? The witness is the subject. The witness is the one that is knowing. Yeah? Drishya and Darshak are both objects. So now let's try to understand this tendency of the ego. What is the meaning of object here? You want to be the object of someone's desire because you have already assumed someone exists. There is an I and you. So remember, I spoke about the moment I comes, you automatically comes, and then there is a struggle between I and you. Yeah. So now this fake I wants to be the drishya, the scene. I want your attention. I want your love. Yeah? I want to be the object of attention. Attention here could be object of somebody's praise, object of somebody's desire. Basically, I want to attain something so that you put your attention on me. Even if you envy me, it's okay. An artist says it's okay if you insult me and criticize me. At least you're noticing me. Good, I'm happy. What is this? This is that desire of the ego to be the drishya. That is why you run behind wanting to attain name, fame, money, recognition, respect in society, status in society. You want to show everybody that I have this multi-million-dollar home. Yeah. All why? Because you want to be known, you want to be recognized, you want to be the drishya, the seen. Yes, it pokes the ego, but it is true. Yeah, because it is the tendency of the ego, no? So it's going to poke the ego. Be strong, be courageous when you listen to this. Yeah, you want to be the object of others' attention. Until you keep lusting for name, fame, money, power, relationships, you will never ever recognize that you are the subject. This is a warning given in the Brahma Sutras. Yeah, what is the warning? Till the time I keep lusting behind these objects, I will never ever recognize that I am the subject, the witness. Why? Because the attention is outwards, no? The attention is on the nama rupa, name and form that I have labeled on this waking screen thought. I created objects out of the thought and now I am attached to this object. I am attached to that object. I am focused on it. I am looking in the wrong direction. I am considering that this world of people exists really. Yes, and I am in competition with them. So there is this struggle between I and you. I want to make more money than you. I want to be more beautiful than you. I want to be more famous than you. I want a better name in society than you. Lust. Yeah. Constantly seeking this attention means constantly wanting to be the drishya. You are seeking to be an object of the assumed world. How will you see that you are the subject and not the object? Is this clear? Drishya is very, very clear. That's the first tendency of the ego. That needs to be shunned. Then only can you come to the drishta. Otherwise you will never see eko drishta. See. Now second level, darshak. Darshak means spectator. If you're not in the first category of Drishya, you enjoy watching or praising or criticizing the Drishya type of people. You're in the second category. 90% of the people fall in the second category. You don't want to be the Drishya, but you secretly either admire or envy or criticize the Drishya objects, Drishya people. So what is the real meaning of admiring, envying? It means that I secretly want that, but I cannot have it. Yeah, so my focus is still on the external objects. The spectator, darshak, is required for the drishya. Yeah? The drishya people are drishya because they get attention from the darshak. Do you get it, what I'm saying? So the darshak people are more seeped into the world more than the drishya people. At least the drishya people are looking at just me, me. Darshak are still looking out. So darshak people have a harder time than the drishya people. It's easy to go from the body mind, just me, body mind, to the I thought and to the witness, right? It's harder to go from the world to the body, to the mind, to the I thought, and then to the witness. Longer. So darshak have it harder than the drishya people. Though you may feel that, I don't want to be drishya. It's easier on the drishya people. They are already focused on themselves, already self-centered. Yeah? Just the self-centering is on the wrong aspect. You have to just self-center on the correct aspect, the correct self. Darshak are focused on that which does not exist. There are no others. This part is very clear. Yeah? Drishya and darshak. The seen and the spectator. See, the translation into English is very loose, but these are all Sanskrit shlokas. So they always tell you, move from that tendency of wanting to be the drishya to the drishta. Move away from the tendency of wanting to be the darshak to the drishta. Because in both cases, you are focused externally, outward. You are assuming that this world is real. Till the time you hold on to this belief, you will not even turn inwards and start the self-inquiry. Not possible. Yeah? To experiment, one needs to be open-minded. Okay, I could be wrong. That is required. Then only can you be labeled as open-minded, and then you're ready to change your direction. You've been looking outward, now you're ready to change your direction and see, okay, this only gave me suffering. Maybe this will work. Right? So you have to be open-minded, ready to discard the previous habit patterns. Again, I repeat, this pokes the ego because this is about the ego. So ignore the ego. How much ever it gets poked, ignore it. Ignore it and listen to the truth. Turn inwards. Stay with the truth. Yeah? Ashtavakra says, this is your bandha. Bandha means bondage. This is the cause of your bondage. Because you either want to be the drishya or you want to be darshak. You never want to be the drishta. It's so boring to be the drishta, no? No fun. I didn't do anything. I don't get any credit. Yeah? Nothing is mine. How boring. Yeah? It's not fun to be the drishta. Ego wants spice. It wants masala. Yeah? It wants doership. It wants experiencership. Then it says, I will do an experience, but I don't want suffering. Arey, You can't have one side of the coin without the other. Suffering is a part of doership and experiencership. They go hand in hand. If you want to drop suffering, you will have to drop the false idea that I do or I experience. Super clear? Yeah. So withdraw from being a darshak or being the drishya and simply be the drishta. Simply withdraw from the objects of the world and withdraw from this body mind. The one who wants to be a drishya is very attached to this body mind and attainments of this body mind, beautifying this body mind, enriching this body mind, thinking this body mind is the best, should be the best. Yeah, this body mind has attained it. So the drishya people, their focus is here. Darshak people, their focus is there, outside. That is why Ashtavakra showed you ego. No, there is only one. There is no multiple I and you. Drop, not only you, drop this I also. Both. You is the darshak's objects of fantasy or love or attraction. I is the drishya's object of fantasy, of love, of attraction. Drop both I and you and recognize the drishta. Clear? So Ashtavakra says, this is your bondage. What is the solution to this problem? Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. There is no other answer to this. You are the drishta, the one drishta. Physical eyes are not drishta. Yeah? Lots of people translate drishta as the seer. Then people who have not graduated to this level misunderstand the meaning of seer. Yeah? It's okay to teach at a lower level that you are the seer. At the higher level, witness. You are the witness. Yeah? Witness is drishta. You are the drishta. Physical eyes are not drishta. The eyes do not see really. You are the one who sees through them. Like binoculars cannot see. You are the one who sees through the binoculars. If the eyes could see, if the eyes could really perceive, they would perceive in a dead body. Do they? In reality, you are not even seeing. This is number one. You are only knowing images. Just like in the dream, the image of the dream tiger appeared in a dream jungle in which I, the dream character, was running away. What was it? I was knowing images. I have labeled knowing images as seeing. There is no real seer. There is simply knowledge, and there is simply the witnessing of the knowledge. Knowledge arises, there is witnessing of the knowledge. That's it. In that single screen of knowledge, you go and label objects and you assume I am seeing them. All of it as an assumption. Number one, you cannot see. You are not seeing. Even right now, you are assuming that you are seeing the name and form called Ekta on a computer screen. No, you are not seeing. You are knowing an image. And you're labeling the knowledge of that image as Ekta. There is no real seer there. There is simply this knowledge of this waking thought. And there's simply the witnessing of the knowledge. Just like this space witnesses whatever is in this room. There is simply the witnessing of the knowledge. This is the meaning of you are the Drishta. Saying you is also not right. There is no you. It is just for the sake of language. I have to say it in some words to help you understand. That is why the word you is used. Because you assume there is an I and you. Because of your assumption, I have to start where you are, no? Right? If you know only ABCD, I cannot teach you higher mathematics. I have to start with construction of sentences with ABCD. So for that reason, I have to use the language, you are the Drishta. Attempt to rise beyond the words and see it experientially. What is being explained here? The eyes do not see, otherwise they would perceive in the dead body. I see in the dream without these physical eyes. Do I really see? No, in reality there is nothing like seeing. There is simply the knowledge of images. I am labeling the knowledge of an image as seeing. There is only knowledge and there is the witnessing of the knowledge. Clear? This is the meaning of Drishta. Similarly, now as you understood it for eyes, now see it for ears. The ears do not hear anything. Otherwise they would hear in a dead body. They don't. You are also not hearing anything. You are only knowing sound waves. You are labeling the knowledge of sound waves as hearing. Just like an abstract artist creates an abstract painting by throwing color on it, but you start seeing names and forms. You label them. Oh, this is the moon. This is a woman. This is a grasshopper. No, there are no names and forms, says the painter. I just threw color. It's an abstract art. There is only color. There is only one thing, color. Similarly, the ears do not hear. Otherwise, they would have perceived in a dead body. It is not even that I am hearing or I am the hearer. No, there is simply the knowledge of sound waves, and I have labeled this knowledge as hearing. And because I have labeled this as hearing, I have labeled the I thought as the hearer. There is simply the knowledge of sound waves. There is simply witnessing of knowledge. The witnessing of knowledge and knowledge is one and the same, like the ocean and the wave in the ocean. There is no separate hearer and there is no separate object that is heard. All that I studied through school, through science, everything needs to be unlearned to recognize Advaita Vedanta. That is why it is tough for the ego. The ego wants to say, no, I have a nose and I have a problem with smell. Advaita says, wrong, nose does not smell. Otherwise it would perceive in a dead body also, because even the dead body has the nose. Then you say, oh no, I was there in the dead body before I left the dead body, all your Dvaitam concepts. I, the soul, was smelling. No. You were not smelling, you were knowing. You were knowing the knowledge of smell. Knowledge knowing knowledge, if you want to say it that way. The ocean knowing the waves. There is no smeller there, there is no object of smell. There is simply knowledge and the witnessing of the knowledge. Discard the label of smeller and the object of smell. Recognize the witnessing space. Then you have recognized Drishta. Similarly, tongue does not taste, otherwise it would taste even in a dead body. You are also not the one that is tasting. You are only knowing the knowledge of taste, of flavors. You are labeling this knowledge of flavor particles as tasting. There is no taster there. There is simply knowledge and the witnessing of the knowledge. Like the ocean witnessing the wave. That witnessing is you. That is the one who is knowing Ekta. Knowledge is knowing knowledge. The space of awareness is knowing itself. Awareness is aware of itself. Is this clear? Consciousness is conscious of itself. There is no other. Eko drishtasi. There is no other. The skin does not feel touch. Otherwise, if the skin felt touch, it would feel touch in a dead body. You are also not feeling touch. Otherwise, there would be three. There would be a feeler, there would be something that is felt, and the process of feeling or experiencing it. No, there are no three. There are no two. Advaita. Eko drishtasi. You are not experiencing touching. You are only knowing sensations. Knowledge is knowing knowledge. There is no separate toucher and touched. There is simply knowledge. That's it. Just H2O. Wave is also H2O. Ocean is also H2O. Ocean knows the wave. H2O knows H2O. Why? Because the quality of this special drishta is knowing, is knowledge, jnana. You remember the first question of Janaka? What is jnana? What is jnana? In Hindi, what is jnana? Ashtavakra is answering that. This is jnana. The jnana of the truth, of who or what I really am. Now, is it a separate drishta that is knowing the images and a separate drishta that is knowing the sound waves, a separate drishta knowing flavor particles, a separate drishta knowing smell particles, separate drishta knowing sensations? No. Eko drishtasi. It is one. There is more in depth. As you keep diving deeper, the Eko Drishtasi levels keep going deeper and deeper. But for now, chapter 1, at this level, you attempt to recognize this truth. This much is sufficient for chapter 1. We'll go deeper as we go into the higher chapters. Yeah, for now, you attempt to recognize this truth to start with. There is no sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. I have to see this. I have to recognize this. I will not stop till I recognize my true nature. Eko drishtasi. Clear? So how will you begin your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana? First in the waking state. First here recognize, see, I am trying to be the darshak, or I am trying to be the drishya. Yes, I can see my ego doing tadatma either at the level of the drishya or at the level of the darshak. Step back. I am not the drishya, I am not the darshak, I am not the spectator, and I am not the seen. I am the witness of both. Both. I am the witness, the drishta, the witness of both, the one that wants to be the darshak or the one that wants to be the drishya. Because this is only assumption, no? Assumption is nothing but thought. Belief is nothing but thought. I am the witness of this assumption. The space in which this assumption has just arisen. That's how you begin. Step back again and again. I am the drishta. I am the drishta. I am the drishta. From the vantage point of drishta now, from the vantage point of space, where is touching, tasting, seeing, smelling and hearing? Can space touch? Can space smell? Can space hear? No. All concepts. So second concept that I have to let go, second belief that I have to let go, that there is something like sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. It is one single screen of thought, waking thought projected. It's a wave. The ocean, I'm recognizing this is a single wave. This wave is nothing but H2O. I am nothing but H2O. There is no two. Eko drishtasi. Very clear? When this becomes very clear today during the day, then you take it into your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Lie down. The space, don't sleep. If I cannot see, I cannot smell, I cannot touch, I cannot hear, I cannot taste, how can I lie down and sleep? I don't have the senses, I don't have the body, I don't have the mind. I don't sleep. Fake story. Discard, shun, reject. Stop lying. Advaita, if it could be put in 2 words, they would be stop lying. Stop faking it. Stop pretending. Stop. Just stop. Very, very clear? I'll stop here for today. We complete this verse 7. But remember, Eko drishtasi can go really in depth. But we'll do that in the higher chapters. For now, experientially, you get here. You have only one day, huh? Tomorrow it goes deeper. So see that you don't waste today's day. Cancel all commitments, all appointments. You can do grocery shopping tomorrow. Or on Monday. Doesn't matter. No grocery. We'll survive without grocery. Yeah? I'll survive with whatever is there. I'm not going to break this momentum. We've started on a great momentum right now. Let me continue it. Maintain silence throughout the day. Keep experimenting. If I've forgotten, look at my notes. Yeah, again and again. If you're a bad notes maker, then ask a friend, Advaitin friend, to share his or her notes with you. And see that you start making notes from tomorrow for yourself. Yeah? It's okay if you're writing while I'm speaking. That's fine. Any questions?
Basically, the knowledge learned now silences all questions, but there have been questions coming in. So I'll ask them. when the stand of witness is taken, I recognize that actions happen on its own. Is the further journey only to extend the time period of this momentary recognition?
No. The further journey is to recognize that there are no actions happening. Jagat Mithya. Yeah, this is only step number 1. Chapter number 1, no? What do you expect Ashtavakra is going to teach you here? He's just going to show you first to you see that actions happen automatically. I'm not doing. Later on, he'll go to tell you there are no actions happening. There is no world. Yeah, but you can get there only if you become very solid in your foundation in chapter 1. Very solid in your practice of jnana, of swapna nidra jnana sadhana. Yeah, so start practicing. We will get there. This is the ego that wants to say, okay, I get this very quickly. Come on, quickly. No, there is no quickly. You have fooled yourself for 30, 40, 50, 60 years of your life. Now you have to unlearn all that foolery, self-foolery. It takes a lot. It's a toll on the ego. Why do you think the spiritual path is not easy? Ego does not like it really. Ego says, let's go for a movie. Saturday, wow, what fun. Nice show, 3 hours. We'll have fun, we'll have popcorn. What is spirituality? Ego wants to get out of this. Ego does not like this. That is the only bondage. Wake up. Wake up and see that this question also came from the ego because it wants quickly. Have I got it? If I get it, that there is no doer, is it done? No, it's not done yet. This is just step 1. Only step 1. Yeah? Keep chugging. Ashtavakra will take you there. Bound to. Nowhere else to go. One-way street.
Next question is about space-time continuum. The questioner asks, if everything is illusion, can you please explain how time is cognized?
There is no time. There is no past, no present, no future. So it means that you missed weekend 1 of Ashtavakra Gita, of Ashtavakra Samhita. We did the first weekend in June. After that, everybody in this group did lots of self-inquiry meditations. One of them was time does not exist. Yeah, so if you have missed all that, please come up to speed. It is already completed. Videos are there. Do them. Yeah? Start recognizing. It's no point that I repeat the same thing here with people who have already done this in practice quite a lot. Yeah? So again, back to square 1. Ashtavakra weekend of June that you missed, please come up to speed.
Is it common for yogis to have energy blocks which need to be removed before they can fully realize mergence permanently?
First of all, there is no yogi and there is no energy and there is no block. All waking state, manyata, beliefs, assumptions, stories, reject. Wake up. There is nothing else but this ego that does not want to do this. Be honest, it wants to be either the drishya or the darshak. There are only 2 reasons. There is no third. Either you want to be the drishya or you want to be the darshak. That is your problem. When you see this truth, you acknowledge it, you accept it, you say, yes, I was ignorant, now I am not, now I see the truth, then you will be able to discard old habit patterns, old tendencies. When you successfully discard, you will see there was nothing blocking. Even the block was an idea, assumption. Yeah. So all these Dvaitam concepts of yogi block, energy block, you need to let go. Everything on the Dvaitam path belongs to the waking state. Dvaitam spiritual paths are aiming at mental relaxation in the waking state. They do not take you to the Drishta level only. Advait Vedanta, the highest level of Advait Vedanta is Ashtavakra Gita. At Ashtavakra level, you cannot do anything else but the Drishta level. He is not letting you step down from Drishta. Not possible. Yeah? Everything is going to be at the level of the Drishta, at the level of the witness. So discard all these concepts, ideas. If you're not able to discard, then maybe Advait Vedanta is not your path, my dear. Maybe some more years on the Dvaitam path are required. Go back, do your yoga, do your sadhana, fail, fall down, stumble, waste 20 years of your life more. Then you realize, oh, I wasted time. Now I have a very short time to live. I really need to get there in my experiential recognition. Then that earnestness, that yearning that happens from within, that will bring you to Ashtavakra like that. Like that. Do you see it? So maybe for you, a little more stumbling, a little more feeling is in order. And it's okay. You let a child stumble and fall, and then finally he learns to balance on his feet, no? So if it is destined for you to stumble and fall, that's okay. Don't struggle between Dvaitam and Advaitam, trying to keep your feet in two boats. I've done this before, I think. You're trying to keep one foot in the Dvaitam boat and one foot in the Advaitam boat. What is going to happen? You're going to fall. You're never getting anywhere. If you're too much into Dvaitam concepts, remove your foot from the Advaita boat. Don't worry, all the videos are there online free and will always remain. You can come back to Advaita later. You go into your Dvaitam boat, thoroughly see if really this brings me my true nature of peace. Can this bring me to my peace? If it brings, great. If it doesn't, if you stumble and fall, if you fail, now give up Dvaitam totally. Discard, shun, reject. Now come 100% to Advaita path. Do you understand why there are prerequisites to the retreat? This is the reason. So then you're not wasting a seat. All venues have very few people seat. So you're not wasting a seat of somebody who has already left the Dvaitam and is 100% in the Advaitam boat. Yeah. You become clear. Once you're clear, your sadhana will go very deep. It cannot go deep with you putting your feet in two separate boats. No, you are bound to sink. Bound to sink. Okay? So drop Dvaitam concepts, beliefs totally and start practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. I've repeated it like 10 times now almost in 6-7 verses. More than the number of